Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahawah, Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem RICANS. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us the truth of the Spirit, and shalom to the mighty Akim and Akwath out there who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. And today's topic is going to be entitled Esau is a hypocrite. Okay, so now basically, firstly, I wasn't really gonna do this this lesson, because it really is simplistic. Like, it was primarily about this. Okay, this is a game, The Last of Us. Basically, at the end of the game, it's just about quote unquote moral decisions or whatever. Save one life, sacrifice one life to save many, or sacrifice many lives just to save one life. Okay, like that's basically what that's basically what not the creators were doing, but the people that played the game were trying to make it out to be, when that wasn't the case. Now, what does this have to do with hypocrisy? Okay, so the thing that makes this hypocritical is because a lot of Edomites will say, "Oh, you obviously would want to save the lives of the many outweigh the lives of the few." That's what Esau wants to say. Okay, so basically Esau is saying, sacrifice that one life, this one little girl's life. Sacrifice this one little girl's life in order to save everyone. Okay, that's basically what they're saying. Now, the hypocrisy in that is that Esau is not like that when it comes to real life or anything that has to do with him him needing to sacrifice himself. Like, if he was in that situation, I bet all the money in the world, he would not, not even just he, but most of them will not sacrifice themselves for the world. All right. And you can come to that conclusion just based off the fact that when I was growing up, hearing or watching these like Disney movies or whatever, and all these movies about coming of age and all this crap, like a lot of it was like, oh, I want to live my own life, I want to make my own decisions, blah blah blah. Oh, I'm tired of living through I'm tired of you living vicariously through me, whatever, mom or dad or whatever. Like that's that type of mindset that Esau has. And Esau even says so many times kids are supposed to disobey or rebel against their parents. That's the mindset of Esau Edom. All right. So already, when they are being put in a position where they have to do something, they're going to choose not the thing that's the greater good, but the thing that is the most convenient to them as an individual. All right. Now, the thing in this, getting into this, it's not the reason why it's not a moral quandary. I don't know what the proper term is, but the reason why it's not a moral decision of should we save the lives of many and sacrifice this one girl, or save this girl and sacrifice the lives of the many. The reason why that's not the case is because their method of going about making because it's basically a zombie game. Okay, so a bunch of people turn into zombies, and they wanna, and the little girl is immune, or seemingly immune to the zombification. Okay, so because of that, they want to kill her and take the, what's it called, the antibodies or whatever that she has in her immunity, and use it, and they want to use that to make a vaccine. Now, the reason why this isn't going to work is because, number one, she isn't the only one, or she wasn't the only one. She wasn't the first one to have been shown to have an immunity to the virus. I don't even know what it's called, T virus? I think that's Resident Evil. But this game's virus, with the zombies, whatever, it's not. She wasn't the only one. Okay? Now, they basically, you can see, this is the thing, you can watch the thing, read the recordings or whatever. Basically, they had already tried it before and it didn't work. They were unable to make a vaccine. So they were going to kill her and then ultimately not be able to make a vaccine. Now, in addition to that, where I believe, Slovakia. I was actually watching some other videos as I was looking for this video, and other people were saying that it is impossible for anyone for modern technology in 2021 to have a vaccine to fungi, which this zombie virus is. It's a fungi virus. So because there's no modern technology to prevent fungi viruses, they would have been just killing her for no reason at all, basically. So, and in addition to that, they were saying that the best thing that they could have done was to keep her alive and then just have her breed or have kids, and then her kids will have that natural immunity, and that would eventually lead to repopulating the earth with normal people immune to the virus as time goes on. But with that, a lot of people, even today, with how many people that have made videos or have talked about this and proven that it is not a moral debate, they're still gung-ho on saying that she needs to die in order to make the thing. They need to sacrifice her. That's basically what they were saying. All right. So, basically with that, that's the whole hypocrisy, because they're so ready to sacrifice someone else when they're ready for someone else to be sacrificed, but they would never sacrifice themselves in order to better humanity. Okay? And in addition to that, another thing to add is, no, I'm not going to get into that yet. Let me bring it out first. Oh, no, I got it. Okay, so another thing, another aspect, okay? Or another video here.
The Biden family. Why weren't President Biden and all members of the Biden family masked at all times on federal lands last night?
Actually, you know what? I don't think I can show this video. So, Slovakia about that. I'm going to move on to the next one. Over here. Louisiana police officer charged after allegedly tasing suspect who spewed racial slurs at him while refusing to comply with orders. Okay, so obviously this Jake police officer got charged for tasing someone who was disrespecting him by calling him racial slurs, and in addition to that, the suspect was not following the police officer's orders. Now, obviously, if that suspect was a Jake, they would have been shot, and this wouldn't have been, this wouldn't have even been an article. Okay, like this would have said, okay, well, Blackie was freaking acting belligerent and not following orders or whatever. So they killed another one. Like that's basically it. But now this is the hypocrisy. Okay, this is the hypocrisy because it's a Jake that's being disrespected and has to deal with this guy who's not following orders, who's probably an Edomite. Okay, now they're charging him for tasing him. He didn't shoot him. He didn't kill him. He didn't do any of that. But he is getting charged. Okay, and then the nerve. Okay, listen to what they said. The Monroe Police Chief. This is from BlackMediaDaily.com. Monroe Police Chief Victor Zordan. Okay, he said over here. He said in the statement that he acknowledged the difficulties of the job, and every time they put on the uniform and are forced to react in tense, evolving circumstances, he expects nothing less than the highest level of professionalism and integrity from our officers in the performance of their duties. I will continue to hold officers accountable to these standards and take action where necessary to ensure that those standards are met, he added. Now, how does he have the audacity to say something like this when so many Jakes have had it worse? They didn't get they've gotten tased, they gotten beat down. So I saw a video where someone drop kicked Jake for literally no reason. Jake was already cuffed, and this dude just yelled something out. I forgot what he yelled out, and then just drop kicked him. Okay, others they freaking cuffed him, detained them, and then started beating him while he was on the ground. Okay, like we've seen a bunch of these different videos. Okay, but now when it's Israelite cop freaking tasing, not abusing his power, but tasing, trying to get the guy under control, and after having that guy disrespect him, okay, because Jake gets shot for less from these cops, and they claim we're gonna review the tape and then we'll put them on temporary leave with pay, okay, but this Jake's getting charged because he tased someone. He didn't kill anyone. Okay, that's hypocrisy. All right. In Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Well, when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Okay, the people mourn because they don't want the wicked in rule, and that's one of the things that Esau would never accept. Okay, if the fact that the wicked right now, the wicked are in rule, and the wicked is Esau Edom. Okay, Esau Edom would never relinquish his role being on the top of, or just being the global power right now. He would never relinquish his power in order to put the Israelites in charge, the righteous, to put the righteous in authority. All right, so that's why the Most High has to send YAHAWASHI to come and take the rulership away from him. All right, because he knows Yahweh knows Esau would never relinquish it willingly. Okay, because he's only worried about himself. Okay, that's why him and his people are enjoying themselves now. Okay, and then Proverbs chapter 11 verse 9: "An hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered." Okay, the hypocrite said, "Do as I say, not as I do." Okay, he doesn't want people. He wants people to fall in line and do all these safety precautions, but he doesn't want to go through the hassle of doing it himself. Okay, and when, the whole safety, and then you have the whole, protocols and all this crap about, okay, so, if someone is giving you problems, this is how you're supposed to handle it. Okay, be very professional, but no, when Slakia, no, but no, if it's an Edomite cop, they can do whatever they want, as we've seen, and they get away with it time and time and time again. All right, you can find a million different stories about the hypocrisy and unfairness of all the stuff that Esau Edom does and all the cops get away with. Okay, but the whole, if it's happening to us white people, stop the presses. You gotta go freaking handle those niggers. All right. Job chapter 20 verse 5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Okay, the victory, the fanfare of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment, meaning that all basically saying that this is all temporary. Okay, Esau is only going to enjoy himself for so long until Yahawashi comes. Yahawashi is sent to take over. All right, it's only a matter of time. Job chapter 27 verse 8, for what is the hope of the hypocrite, though he hath gained, when Yahweh taketh away his soul? Okay, so what's the, if even though the wicked has all that he has right now, all the money, all the wealth, all the fame, all that stuff, how is that going to help you when the Most High Yahweh comes and takes away your soul, comes and delivers righteous judgment upon you for your wickedness? All right, it's going to mean nothing. All right, and that's basically all I want to go into. It's just the first aspect in Slakia. The first aspect is how Esau Edom does not want to sacrifice himself. Okay, like if you told him Esau Edom or all the Edomites need to stop being in power or relinquish their power in Babylon, okay, and give the Israelites a power and authority, okay, so that the people can rejoice. All the people in the world will be fixed. Okay, he's not going to. He wouldn't do it because he only cares about himself. Okay, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. People all around the world are mourning. Okay, you got these people talking about, these third world countries are in such horrible state. Well, I mean, why do you think that is? Okay, you can actually go in and actually research and actually learn why are they in such horrible positions. Okay, and then they want to talk about, we want to help people, but they don't really care to help people because they can't even help the people that are in their own country. Okay, people outside the country or inside the country. All right, people suffering everywhere, and then you got Esau who has an abundance of food, who's filled right now, doesn't care to help anyone out, even though he is able to. Okay, Luke 6. Luke chapter 6 verse 24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Okay, woe to Slakia. Woe to you that are rich, for you have received your consolation. Meaning that, yeah, you're rich and enjoying yourself now. This is your consolation. Like, this is consoling you, meaning that you get to enjoy yourself now, but later, like, you have expended your chance of joy. All right. Verse 25. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and reap. Woe unto you that are full, meaning that you have food now, but you went again down the line when all hell breaks loose, you're gonna be hungry. Okay, when you're laughing now, you're again, like I said, you're expending your happiness voucher or your time to be happy right now. Okay, but you're not gonna be able to. It's either suffer now temporarily, or suffer now temporarily and be happy through everlasting life, or enjoy yourself temporarily and suffer an everlasting damnation. Okay, which it's not really everlasting damnation. It's for Esau Edom. It's let me get that actually. Obadiah. Obadiah chapter. Oh my. Obadiah chapter 1. Oh, the book of Obadiah, Slakia, verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Most High has spoken it. Okay, meaning, so eventually Esau, Edom, all of the Edomites are going to be, wiped away from the face of the earth, basically. All right, so it's not an eternal damnation. That's not how the Most High deal with it. Like, also for Esau, Slakia, not Esau, Jacob as well. It's a temporary. The 2/3 that are going to be killed, it's temporary. They're going to be brought back in the kingdom. All right. So verse 26 in Luke chapter 6, verse 26. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. Meaning that, actually, basically, this is like the false prophets that people are speaking well of. They're speaking well of those hypocrites as well. Okay, because they're speaking smooth things. They're saying, like Will Smith saying, this is how you succeed in life. You can't be doing X, Y, and Z. But that's a temporary success. It's not a success with the Most High. All right. But anyway, with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHIM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHIM, RICANS. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth through the Spirit. And with that, I want to say Shalom.